Welcome. Scott here. Today I bring you another Black Clover mobile guide. I will be covering the ongoing World Boss Archbarox event in this video. For this season, we are facing two World Boss events. This is the second one before we have our anniversary event. Before I go to the guide proper, let me talk about how World Boss generally works. A World Boss is a boss that all users on server fight together. You can earn ranking rewards and World Boss raid rewards based on your rank and score. Every player is limited to 3 attempts per day. In the World Boss stage, your rank is determined by the amount of HP the World Boss loses during the battle. The rewards vary depending on your ranking bracket, and you can check them in the lobby. You can get ranking rewards and raid rewards in the World Boss mode. Ranking rewards are earned at the end of the season based on the highest ranking points among all users. Raid rewards are earned when a World Boss is defeated, as long as you play the World Boss stage at least once before it is defeated. The rewards are good. So even if you cannot get a decent score, do hit the boss and hopefully the rest of the players of the servers can kill the World Boss. Now let's talk briefly on the boss mechanics. Unlike the Betelgeuse and Plechidna raid boss battles, the Archbarox has simpler mechanics. We will fight a blue defender version of it in the first phase while an attacker version in the second phase. The movesets are generally simple and similar, so I won't go too in-depth for you. They both have a move that can remove barrier. The differentiation is their special. The defender version will buff its defense with a total defense buff when it uses the special. The attacker version will buff itself with increased penetration and increased all attack level 3 buff for 2 turns. Both boss have the same skill passives. They are immune to status ailments like stun, freeze, or other effects. When it is attacked, it will counter with a static mechanic. If an ally mage gains 4 instances of static, the unit will be inflicted with enhanced stun. You cannot dispel or block the stun effect. The static mechanic will only be removed once the Archbarox acts. So if you want a unit to act consecutively, do not have the unit attack the boss more than 3 times before the boss acts. This is the main reason why manual play is recommended if you want to get a better score. The World Boss also features a special effect mechanic. Special effects are applied to each season World Boss. Try to come with the best team setups to use these effects to your advantage. Based on the remaining turns on the time attack marker, one special effect will be applied. You can tap the special effect icon on the top of the combat screen to see the applied effect. Also, the type and order of special effects change randomly every season. You can click on the orange orb in the main screen menu to see the effects for these season. To get higher score, you need to target to rank up. To rank up, you need to kill the World Boss. The boss rank will get promoted in this order: rank D, rank C, rank B, rank A, rank S, rank SS and rank SSS. The faster you rank up, the higher the score that you will get for your attempt. Throughout the fight, you can check on the time attack marker to see what is the active rule. For effect that states upon attacking, the boss will get inflicted with a damage taken debuff. So have your mage attack the boss. Generally, the more damage taken debuff instances you have accumulated on the boss, more damage your mages will do to the boss. If the effect states there is a reset skill 2 cooldown, take advantage of this to spam your skill 2. Likewise, if the effect states additional damage boost with combined attack or special, save those skills to take advantage of the effect. Because of this, skill point refillers like Valkyrie Noelle, Ceremony Charlotte, and Party Mimosa, if you can get her to LR+2, are valuable for this type of events. If you don't have the mages at this point, it is highly recommended that you start planning for them. Starting from this season, certain mages will get additional enhancements. For this season, if you use Dorothy for the event, he will grant himself a 30% increased mobility buff upon attacking. You can check on the Enhanced Mage button found at the bottom of the screen for more information. she will be a valuable addition for her ultra strong debuffs and any world boss events that feature boss buffs that allows you get more damage depending on the number of debuffs. So, to make the long story short, you just need to simply play the rules to your advantage. Similar to all raids, the major rewards are claimed at the exchange center. The higher score you get, the more raid coins you will get from your attempt. For this season's shop, the key rewards are the following. LR Gear Selection Box, this allows you to select any advanced and basic gear pieces. Advanced gear pieces are important for their synergy effects and you want duplicates of them to transcend your existing gear to power up your mages. If you want to know what gear is best for the specific mage, you can check my gear sets video guide which is included in the video description and pinned comment. Substat change stones, target to get these as well. They are important to update your gear substats to the optimal ones before you start to enchanting your gear to boost the substats. Having good and the right substats are important for clearing endgame PvE and excelling in PvP content. We also having 2 set of enchantment stone box, selection and summon box containing all the grades, legendary, rare, and normal. The difference between selection and summon chest is that you get to choose for selection box while you will get a random enchantment stone for summon box. So target the enchantment stone selection box if you have the ability to get the coins for the event. The enchantment stones contain enchantment stone for attack percent, magic attack percent, defense percent and HP percent. For new players, I would suggest you to target to the LR gear selection as your higher priority. For veterans players, you can target the enchantment stones chest box to surpass your mage's limits. Please do note that we won't accumulate enough coins to everything in the short. So prioritize the one that you need more. In the next 2 slides, I will be covering on utility that you need to get good score in World Boss. Firstly, let me cover one of the most important utility in the game, SP Refill utility. In Black Clover Mobile, your mage's strongest attacks is often their special. To use their special, they need to have 8 special points or SP. So by using a SP Refill Mage, you will get access to these powerful attacks more often. And this is one of the main reasons why SP Refill Mages are ranked highly up in the meta whether it is for PvP or PvE. The 3 key SP Refill Mages that we have in the moment are Party Mimosa, Valkyrie Noelle, and Ceremony Charlotte. Party Mimosa is a single target healer specialist with continuous damage instances removal on her skill 2 and resurrection on her special. She can greatly refill her partner Mage SP via the combo attack. She is one of the best partners for Spirit Dive Yuno or units that relying on spamming their special. She gains her SP refill utility with her level 2 enhancements or LR+2. When level 125 Transcendence is unlocked, she will gain her powerful passive heals which makes her one of the game best seasonal mages. Ceremony Charlotte is a supporter mage that gives damage mitigation with her special while granting SP refill with her other skills. If you have her skill page, her skill 2 also grants status ailment immunity. She can also give barrier buff to her partner mage when executing the combo attack. If you have played the game for a while, you will know that she is ever present in PvP team comp because she gives a barrier buff to the highest all attack unit whenever she takes her turn. The barrier buff scales off her total HP and is accessible once she gains her LR+2 passive. Valkyrie Noelle is the game's first Harmony unit and favors team comps that feature her as the sole defender. For PvE, she don't really need her enhancements. But you will need it for PvP. She gains her powerful Sea Dragon Spear stacks when she is attacked. Provided you put her in a team comp where she is the sole defender. She also gives invulnerability to her partner mage via the combo attack. She gives SP refill utility via her powerful absolute territory which you need her free skill page or banner skill page. When the absolute territory buff is active, the mages will get +2 SP buff when they take their turn. If you want to know more about how to build them, you can refer to the mage build guides that I have linked in the video description or pinned comment. Other than using a SP refill mage, you can use gear or talents that boost SP refill. The gear set, Meticulous Tailor, can be obtained from the Advanced Blue Gear dungeon. There is a low chance that you can get it randomly via the normal Blue Gear dungeon. Do take note that you are limited to 3 attempts per day to tackle the Advanced Gear dungeon. Equipping 2-piece of the gear set will give your equipped mage a 35% chance to grant a SP +1 buff at the start of your turn. Equipping 4-piece or full gear set will grants the mage a SP +1 buff at the start of the turn. However, do take note there is a drawback in using this gear, is that it will have a low 15% chance to inflict an extended skill 2 cooldown by 1 turn debuff on the wearer. The last method that you can boost SP refill is by giving your mages the support talent passive, Swiftness. Swiftness will grant a SP +1 buff to the mage upon having less than 2 SP at the start of the turn. So how should I set up my mages? In general, the general gear set that you can go for supporter or debuffer mages is the full advanced speed set and small attack and defense piece from advanced defense set. That is the usual set that I always used for tackling raids or other PvE content. If the mages have difficulty in surviving the onslaught from the enemy, I could switch to the 4 defense with 3 small attack with 2-piece advanced defense and 2-piece advanced HP pieces. Or boosting the mage's HP with 4 HP pieces with the 3 small attack with 2-piece advanced defense and 2-piece advanced HP pieces. If you don't have the luck to get the pieces, you can also use food buff to boost your mage's HP. In World Boss, you are racing against the special effect turn phase, thus speed and SP refill utility becomes important. You can max out your supporter or debuffer talent will and give them a speed stone, or you give them speed and SP refill gear. In the video runs that I will be showing later, this is the gear sets that I have used for Party Kahono and Witch Queen. Other than using the advanced speed gear set or the Secret of Deep Sea set, you can use the Millionaire's luxury item gear set, which can be obtained from the advanced red gear dungeon. Equipping 2-piece of the Millionaire's luxury item will boost the wearer's speed by 10% when they use their special. Equipping 4-piece of the Millionaire's luxury item will boost the wearer's speed by 55% when they use their special. The 2-piece synergy of the set will also greatly benefit units who can reliably spam their special like Spirit Dive Yuno. Now let's cover on the 2 key mages will help boost world boss scores easily. Party Kahono will boost damage for the party with her opening aria, which gives increases penetration by 5% and critical damage by 2%. You can improve the effect by stacking up to 5 stacks. Upon getting 5 stacks, she will grant the mage festival aria for 2 turns, which gives the mage 60% increased penetration, 45% increased critical damage, and 15% increased damage dealt buff. So your objective is to get her festival aria as soon as possible. To do that, Kahono needs to either use her skill 2 and special. If you can afford to get her LR+2 passive, she can give opening aria to the highest attack unit when she is attacked. In one of my runs in the previous seasons, my Kahono don't have her LR+2 passive and she still get me a decent score. Getting her to LR+2 passive isn't a necessity, but it helps a lot to boost world boss score. If you are planning to use her with Dorothy, you need to get her to LR+5 because Dorothy mobility drain mechanics from her skill 1 might disturb the building up of festival aria stacks that you can gain from taking attacks from the boss. For the gear set, I have given her the full Millionaire's luxury item gear set along with small attack and HP piece of the advanced speed gear set. For talents, I have given her swiftness talent. Most players will use Black Asta to nuke boss due to his awesome anti-magic mechanic. As a result, you will often see people abusing the infamous Black Asta and Witch Queen anti-magic combo. To allow Black Asta to do most damage, the team comp usually consists of him, the Witch Queen, a critical rate buff supporter and a debuffer. Critical rate supporter mages consist of Party Kahono, Sally, or Finral. Debuffers' role is important because they boost damage indirectly via their debuffs, and there are also rules that benefits for debuffers. To allow Witch Queen to spam her special, you can give her SP refill gear like the one that I shown on the screen. Give her the full set of the Meticulous Tailor and Swiftness talent passive will help her a lot. With this setup, it will help Witch Queen to spam her special faster. Do remember to switch back to her preferred gear set and talents after you are done with your runs for the world boss. Now let me cover on the other mages that help to boost score. On the screen, you can see the game's current best 4 mages to boost world boss score. They are Black Asta, Spirit Dive Yuno, Julius, and Ceremony Yami. For Black Asta, the key to his damage is anti-magic. In order to abuse his anti-magic mechanics and your Black Asta has his level Transcendence, having Witch Queen is a must. If your Black Asta hasn't unlocked his level 125 Transcendence, you can actually do it without using Witch Queen and get him to anti-magic through losing his HP over the course of the fight. This strategy becomes unusable once you have transcended him to level 105 as the 10,000 additional HP boost will prevent you from doing so. If you are using Party Kahono as the damage up supporter, you can consider giving Black Asta an attacker build setup instead of the usual defense gear set. As the boss is a power attribute type, since attribute type attacker mages like Spirit Dive Yuno or Rill will need their level 110 Transcendence for that 20k HP boost or they might die before you could end the phase. Spirit Dive Yuno is another great mage for score runs. However, you will need heavy investment in his enhancements and skill page. His max enhancements will boost his Blessing of the Wind Spirit damage boost by double and his skill page is essential for his SP refill economy. If you want to use him, you need to pair him with SP refiller mages like Party Mimosa, Ceremony Charlotte, or Valkyrie Noelle. Julius also works well here since you can make use of his mobility depletion and drain mechanics. However, it is important to be mindful not to overdo it, otherwise you will get the enhanced stun due to 4 consecutive turns before the boss acts. Julius' damage potential will be further boosted if you have his skill page 2, which enhanced his damage by scaling off his speed stats. With his level 125 Transcendence, Ceremony Yami will be elevated as one of the game's best mages for world boss score content. This is because with level 125, his extra attack mechanics don't reset whenever you use his special. His extra attack scales off his attack and magic attack. With max stacks of 4, his special has a very powerful penetration buffs that will enable him to do enormous amount of damage. If you have them at level 125 Transcendence, they are also usable: Swimsuit Yami, Swimsuit Charlotte, and Clover Academy Asta. Black Divider Asta can work, but you need bring units that can give him lifesteal or protection buffs like invulnerability or barrier. To deal more damage, you can either boost damage or weaken the boss. To weaken the boss, you need to deploy the debuffer mages who can inflict Incapacitate or Defense down. Incapacitate will boost the damage taken by the boss. There are 5 mages that can give Incapacitate. They are Charlotte, Rill, Nebra, Swimsuit Yuno, and Dorothy. Dorothy's damage up debuffs is trigger randomly once the boss takes its turn while being inflicted with her Nightmare debuff. In my opinion, she is a premium option for this event since the random debuffs triggered from Nightmare are the strongest grade in the game. As long as you get the correct debuffs activated, you should be able to do way more damage than your previous runs. In the first phase, the Archbarox could also gains a total defense buff that lowers your damage. You can either prevent them via applying buff immunity debuff or dispel them. Mages with dispel utility are Party Costume Noelle, Party Nozzle, Lotus, Rill, Third Iria, Black Divider Asta, and SSR Finral. You can also prevent the boss from getting buffs by using buff immunity debuff with Nebra using her skill 2 or Rill Viaduct the combo attack. As Rill and Nebra fulfill the 2 criteria, they are usually my preferred mages for tackling this content. If you don't have Party Kahono, you can use other mages to boost damage like Sally, Finral, Swimsuit Gauche, Gifso, Grey and SSR Finral. With this, I have done with the overview on the setup tips. Let me proceed with the showcase of my runs.
Ha!